Keep too much product and you drown in unsold stock. Keep too little and your warehouse runs completely dry, forcing you to turn away customers. Ordering in tiny batches racks up constant shipping, processing, and administrative fees. But storing a mountain of product burns through your capital via warehouse rent, security, insurance, and the risk of inventory spoiling. To stay afloat, a business has to find the exact mathematical intersection where both of these competing financial drains hit their absolute minimum. This graph illustrates the economic order quantity model. It tracks two intersecting curves, holding costs moving one direction and ordering costs in the other. The point where these lines cross is the lowest point on the total inventory cost curve, representing maximum efficiency. The formula needs three inputs: D for annual demand, representing yearly units sold, S for order cost, covering fixed fees per purchase order. H is holding cost, for storing 1 unit annually. Multiply demand by order cost, double it, divide by holding cost, and square root. That final number dictates exactly how many units to purchase in one go. It replaces human intuition with a data-driven volume that prevents the business from over-investing in too much stock at once. In a controlled environment, the math works perfectly. But drop this formula into a modern supply chain, and the cracks start to show. The formula relies on customer demand staying perfectly flat, day after day, all year long. It requires delivery lead times to be entirely predictable for every single order cycle. It assumes the per-unit purchase cost never drops, ignoring the reality that suppliers offer bulk volume discounts. And it operates on the assumption that you will simply never experience a stockout. If you run a fast-growing startup or sell highly seasonal products, your operational reality looks nothing like those fixed inputs. Stick rigidly to the math during an unpredicted demand spike or a supplier delay, and you will find yourself severely underordered and scrambling for product. When the math ignores real-world volatility, the result is the difference between a stocked shelf and a warehouse full of capital you can't actually use. These limitations drive some companies to abandon the formula entirely and adopt an approach called just-in-time manufacturing. Instead of calculating a massive batch of product to sit in a warehouse, the just-in-time method operates on extreme precision. You order inventory only at the exact moment customer demand requires it. By doing this, a business effectively wipes out its holding costs and eliminates the risk of unsold stock taking up space. But the margin for error drops to zero. If one supplier misses a deadline or a cargo ship is delayed, production stops entirely. Choosing between these two methods forces a decision. You either maintain a costly financial buffer against disaster, or you rely on extreme operational agility. Companies that successfully use the economic order quantity today don't treat the final number as law. They use it as a starting point. When you map that theoretical optimal line against the real-world fluctuations of your actual warehouse data, the gaps between the two expose exactly where your hidden constraints live. Identifying these real-world constraints allows a manager to free up cash flow and transform inventory into a strategic tool for maximizing overall profit.